What do you say to that, Miss May? Rower. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. Alright, hey guys, I don't know why my camera's zoomed out now, but Trickstar here. So anyway, we left off, we were on the trial for Maya, who has been framed for killing her sister, which is, you know, not a good thing. You know, murder isn't one of my favorite activities, so. But anyway, we are here to prove her innocence, and so we have to press to do that. Let's see. Okay, no, I didn't mean to go too far. Alright. So, I guess we should press him on the fact that there was a witness. So I guess that's what we'll do. Alright, so the witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. We're gonna press that. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Even Edward's like, come on, buddy. Alright, exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? Well, what? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. She kinda is. She's very pink. Like, everywhere. Alright, anyway. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gosh. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Alright, witness testimony. Hard evidence. Okay. Anyway. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Alright, we're pressing that, because you have no proof of that, buddy. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. That's not hard evidence at all, are you kidding me? That's like, that's never gonna stand up in court. And like, why does this guy even let me cross-examine this? Like, he knows. I look at him, he's like, oh, I can't stand this detective. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, he can't even comprehend it. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? And it's not even that big of evidence, but okay. Like, why would she write the murderer's name right there? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it. Excuse me, Your Honor, sir. This might be a reference to, there's a Sherlock Holmes story. Actually, it's the very first Sherlock Holmes story, A Study in Scarlet, where Lestrade, if you're into Sherlock Holmes, Lestrade is like, oh my gosh, they wrote Roche, because that's who killed her, and that's not how it is at all. It's like Roche was like a German word for revenge, or something. Try to be more careful. Very well, or Russian or something. I think it was it's either Russian or German, I think. Anyway, very well, the defense men began its cross-examination. In the TV, in Sherlock though, I think they changed that. It actually was like Rachel or something. I don't know. And that episode's called Study in Pink. I don't know, sorry. Alright, after securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo. We're gonna skip because I think I know I have to press him right here. Alright, let's press that. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. See what I'm talking about? This isn't a movie, Detective. Oof. Yeah, Roblox guy. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Oh, yeah. Actually, you got a point, pal. Oh, Edgeworth, come on now. Stop right there. Oh, frickin' prissy pants over here. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. How are y'all so sure of that? Like, why is that a lie? Order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony? Okay. There has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Alright. So we're looking for contradictions again. My own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Alright, hold on. What evidence do we have? Is there a way for me to look at the evidence? Alright, let's see. Let's keep going. Okay, so there's something in here. Alright, Wait, does she have blood on her finger? Let's see. Alright, so he looked at it with his own eyes. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Okay, hold on. I hate how you can't look at the evidence without pressing that present button. Oh, that's how. Because she couldn't have wrote the name if her death was instantaneous, obviously. Alright, but where do I present that? Alright, so I guess we can present it here. Alright. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You said that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? Whoa, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks, now is it? Of course she wrote it, who else could have? You're a dummy. You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it, because she died instantaneously. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. No buts. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Oh, how do you object this? Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Well, when? Oh, he forged one. Okay. Or maybe he got a new one. Wouldn't have been the day of the murder? I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal. Oh, okay. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. The prosecution's point being... I guess that didn't matter. Alright, that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Oh, of course it is. Isn't that convenient? Well, what? And how do they change the autopsy report? I guess they could, but a second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. Almost immediate, okay. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. How convenient. I received the results this morning. No way. Oh yeah, it would have been the day after. I'm a dummy, because we didn't see her until... Okay, yeah, you're right. Because we went to go see Maya the day after. Okay, yeah, Your Honor. It's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want me to say? Something you want to say, I mean, yeah, you're a sham, buddy. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on my prosecution. Yeah, that's a good question. Why do they need a second autopsy? Without, like, there has to be a reason. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Mia's autopsy report. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. How? Wow. The specific wording of that is not suspicious at all, huh? Judge Old Man Kratos? I don't know. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Alright. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was not identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? That's stupid. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh, here we go. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Alright, well, she's not guilty. Alright, what is your name, please? April May. Oh, God. At your service, doing that. The physics. Alright, that's all I'll say. How are we supposed to cross-examine this? Oh, nobody cares. Older introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like, in my hotel room. Hee hee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Never thought I'd say that. Alright, please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony. Witness's account. Pretty sure she was part of it because she's got pink hair and she also works for Mr. White, if you remember. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Okay. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Well, wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't he? Weird wording. Alright, Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, why wouldn't I? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Maybe it has something to do with the map of the room. And it was like 9 o'clock. Alright, so what? She got killed at... It doesn't even have a time on that new autopsy, so that's cool. Alright. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair. Alright, no. Okay. I dodged one side, but that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it. Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There's gotta be something in there somewhere. Maybe I better just press her on the facts, but I didn't mean to keep going. I wish I told you when, like, the conversation stopped. Alright, maybe I can press her on that, because that window... I don't remember if he said anything about that window not being clear. Alright. Let's press that. I don't know if we're supposed to press that, but... How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, so she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. Well, what? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. She saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Or, oh my god, what? If any girl ever looks at you like that, then you use up way too much riz. Alright, Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless, we know. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Mia Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, that's a good point, because she is a... No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. Oh, that's a good point. She was, Your Honor. Yeah, well, we saw her. Yeah. Well, what am I talking about? That's not a good point. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rower. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Dan, I almost have her. Alright, Witness testimony, witness's account. Is it just the same one? I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attacker, ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. Okay. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Alright, cross-examination. Witness's account. Part dose. 2. Alright, Alright, I feel like it probably has something to do with the floor map. She dodged to the right. Okay. Okay, if she ran to the right, then isn't there no way she could have seen her because of the floor? Yeah, I think that is it. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction, and how exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? I feel like not at all. Mr. Wright, please stand the facts over before making accusations. Alright. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Alright. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Wait, how did she even see her? Wait, hold on. But how'd she, how does she know it was, okay. Maybe we have to do it this? No, because she would have seen her. So press this. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? But how did she see it? Like, am I... Your Honor. Okay, no. Do I just keep... Okay. How is she seeing that way? Oh, wait. But how does she know it's a clock? Or maybe she does know it's a clock. I don't know. Am I like overthinking? What happens if I press this? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. Yeah, there's no way she can know it's a clock. But I didn't know because in the description it says it's a clock if she knew it was a clock or not. But no, but I have a feeling I'm on something now. I guess we just have to show this. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order. We know she didn't do it, but I think she was involved somehow. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh, The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. ... Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Woo, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How do you know it was a clock? That's... Because I heard it? Yes, I heard it said the time. How? So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. No, she couldn't have. What? Nobody can hear that far away. I don't care how close the building is to each other. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have wrong. It could have wrong. It couldn't have wrong because she took the batteries out. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. Oh yeah, she did a clockwork. I knew she took something out of it. I knew that. How could you possibly... Just take a look, right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have wrong. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar, because that's how they talk. But fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Oh, that's actually a really good point. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho ho, impossible, of course. I have proof. Well, what? The phone conversation, obviously. Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. I'm gonna shove it in your face. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... this. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Thank you. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Whoa, wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. Oh, wow, he's mad. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Grumble. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Ma. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Well, we know that's a lie. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. No, wouldn't you were here in the courtroom when we proved that it's a one-of-a-kind thing? Or actually, no, he wasn't, because that was in the defendant's room. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yeah. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. I guess I just have to give it to him. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. Well, what? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Wow. Smooth. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Oh, ho. Oh wow. What's it to you, porcupine head? Hey, don't make fun of my hair. My hair's sexy. That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Oh my god. That's probably not something you want to say. In court. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Oh, ho, ho. Silly me, grunt. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Teehee. Wink. So scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how do you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it, because the wiretap. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Have a look at this. That? I found this in Miss May's room. If you find stuff like that, does that even hold up in court? Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the cell phone, isn't it? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Beep. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Aye. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Lurgf. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. She didn't do it, but why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? No. Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Yeah, and it wasn't illegal. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can, and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. For room service. Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee. You know what? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. I didn't say she did it. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Can we call the Bellboys a witness? The defense would like to call the hotel Bellboys a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Well, why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Yeah, we gotta accept the condition, I think. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Is he just here? Like, he had to drive over here. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He brought his teapot with him? Teapot? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Witness testimony. Miss May's room service. I don't know if we want to hear about all this, but let's go. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Yeah, I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, herself. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Cross-examination. Miss May's room service. Okay, but why don't she want it at 9 o'clock? Can we press that? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. 9 o'clock on the dot, you said? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Wait a second. Hold on. Alright, there's nothing we can do right now. Alright, let's press this. Because I know there was somebody else in the room with her because there were 2 wine glasses. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, said she, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? She was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Yeah, we're on protest. Well, wait. Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it, now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Just making sure he wasn't chewing into anything. Bed making, check-in. I think room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir. At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee, $18 of the charges, I recall. I see. At $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. And we don't skip on the ice, sir. Two. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth, man. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? There should be question marks there. Simple. It was... Who was this other person? The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The Bellboys saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Gasp. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Okay. So we stayed another day. We stayed our trial another day. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Were it really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. Somebody's got a crush on Edgeworth, Mr. Edgy. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. No. I was wondering why my seat was shaking. It's because Rocket was shaking his tail under there. Anyway. This case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May testimony. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. May testimony added to the court record. Again, that has something to do with the floor map. I don't know how much good this will do me at all. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Mine doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Alright, let's continue. September 7th, 3:11 p.m., detention center, visitor's room. Oh, hey. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Alright, what's our time? Alright, so we're definitely gonna stop here. I'll see you guys in the next video. So we learned that, well, we learned that Miss May was involved with the murder, which we knew that already. We just proved it to the court. And that we also, but the big thing we learned was that there was a man with her, which we kind of already knew as well. Like, you could kind of like inference because she had 2 wine glasses on the table. Or infer, I guess, not inference. You can infer. That'd be the proper way to say that there. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And we will see you and Miss May in the next video. I love you guys. Have the bestest day ever. Mwah. And Rocket, that's the time to say bye. You can't stand me, just have a brain. And Rocket's over.